video is going to be my monthly collab with my dear friend Riri, aka the Brutally Honest Beauty, for our June birthstone looks. I know that this one is a little bit late in the month. We usually do it earlier in the month, but as you guys know, I've been having a lot going on. This has been a very busy month for me, so I'm kind of super run down right now. I'm hoping filming will calm me down a little bit. I've been kind of struggling with anxiety lately and being really sad and depressed. But makeup still makes me happy, so I want to share our monthly collab with you guys because this collab always is so much fun for me, and I just love collabing with Riri. She's such a sweet, beautiful person. I love her. So if you are not subscribed to her, please go subscribe to her before you watch my video. If you are not subscribed to her, you are totally missing out. Her channel is so well-rounded with so many different things to offer you guys. She does hauls, she does looks, she does such in-depth reviews. She tries so much new makeup. If you need an opinion on something new, she's your girl. I try to try as much makeup as I can for you guys, but sometimes, you know, it's not financially possible, or it's just because it gets too overwhelming to get too many new products. But yeah, please go check her out, and please go check her look out. I can't wait to see what she comes up with. She always does stunning looks, especially for these videos. I am blown away every single time by her beautiful makeup looks. It's so funny, for the last one that we did for May, the emerald look, we basically did the same look and we didn't even know it. We didn't know until we watched each other's videos, and I was like, oh my god, girl, we literally used the same eyeshadows, not just the same 4 or 5 eyeshadows, but in the same order as the other. Like, literally the same order. Like, we put one shade in the crease, the same one, the same defining shade, same lid shade, same inner corner shade. I was like, girl, we are twins from another mother. So, but I truly do love her, and let's jump into this. So, obviously, we're going to be jumping into my So Jaded palette by Kathleen Lights. Duh. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, for this look, you know what's funny is that I'm basically going to be using mostly the same shades as I did in the amethyst look a couple of months ago. I cannot believe it's almost the end of June already, but we are into the June birthstone. So for June, there are 3 different birthstones. There is Moonstone, Pearl, and Alexandrite, but I am going to be sticking with Alexandrite today on the lid. I'm going to try and incorporate the other 2 shimmers, but that is a lot of shimmer shades, so we're going to try and use as many as possible. So basically, I'm just going to start out with the shade Rose Quartz, and I'm going to use some ametrine as well. I mean, I really just want to use ametrine in the crease, but I'm kind of torn as to what I want to use as my defining shade then, because then I don't really have any options, because excuse me, most of the other shades in here are kind of warm toned, so I want to stick with like the cooler tone, like purpley shade. So I think we're just going to use Rose Quartz first and then see what I want to do from there. So we're just going to start out with that. It's just this really pretty basic shade. I think I'm going to use ametrine as the defining shade, but I'm going to bring it up a little bit too, just so it can be a little bit more pinkish purple in the crease area. I think that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, I only dip into this palette when we do our looks now, but it really just makes me like whip out this palette and use it as much as I can. It really has been giving me the opportunity to use this palette every month, and it really makes me happy to be able to use it more. So I'm just going to be working that in the crease first. I'm feeling really, really anxious today, so if I don't, like, respond too much or, like, talk too much, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you guys in advance. I just want to sit and do my makeup right now because that makes me feel better, so I'm just going to be blending that back and forth anyway. I actually just bought a new car, so I am really excited for that, but it also is making me very anxious as well to be driving a new car. You know, you want to get used to it and like make sure nothing happens to it, you know. So this car, I'm going to treat it like my freaking baby because it's kind of my dream car. I've been wanting a Toyota for a long time. I've been driving Fords most of my life, and I'm just like ready to try a new brand and really just have a car that I really have wanted for a really long time. So I got a Toyota Corolla, and I could not be happier. Why did I put so much of that in my crease? I didn't want that much. Oh well, so I'm basically going to be doing the look in real time, like the eye look, and then we will just do my face makeup off camera, and then we'll come back to the face. So now I'm going to use that shade Ametrine, and I'm just going to use that to define my crease. Oh, that looks really pretty actually. I think this is like the first time I might be using these brushes with this palette. I don't know if I used these brushes when I did my May look, because I did do another haul video, I think earlier this month. So I think I didn't have these brushes yet. So this might be the first time I'm really using Colourpop's eye brushes with the So Jaded palette, and so far I'm loving them with this. They're really bringing out the pigment in them, and I'm really happy. So yeah, very pretty. Ooh, it's definitely bringing out more of the purple, so I do like that. That's like what I really wanted actually. So we don't really need to bring it any higher because it's basically like how I wanted it. So that's pretty much it for the crease area, because I don't really want any of these other shades. And then we're just gonna put on some pigment primer and then jump into the lid shade. Okay, so like I said, for the lid shade, we're gonna go into the shade Amethyst. Like I said, I did use Rose Quartz and Ametrine in the crease. I just wanted to show you guys those shades again, just in case if you forgot what they look like. Okay, so now we're gonna go into that Alexandrite shade, and it's a pretty muted, like purpley shade. So if like you don't want to go for something like too colorful, I really feel like this is like a very wearable shimmer shade, and a very wearable purple. Like I feel like this look is a very wearable purple look. It's like a more muted purple, so then like people aren't as afraid of color. I feel like with jewel tones, it's a good way to experiment and dip your toes in with color without feeling like it's too bright, because they're kind of usually offer like more muted versions of like colorful shadows. And I feel like it's more wearable for like every day, or if you don't want to do neutral, this is a pretty easy look to do for that. If you want to change it up a little bit, like it's just so pretty. If I actually get it on the lid and not in my crease. But I haven't used this shade in I don't even know how long, but it's so pretty. I wasn't going to film this video today. I was gonna use, you know, my newer palettes again, but I was like, if I don't film this video today, I won't have time to film it until like Tuesday, and June is over by Wednesday next week, and I have to still film my Zodiac look for Me and Justice too. So I was like, let me just film this one today when I'm off and have the time. Makes me feel less stressed out. Okay, so once we have that on, built up to where I finally am satisfied with the color, because you know it takes me forever to build up shimmers sometimes. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. You see how easy it is to wear though? Like it's not like a scary, colorful shimmer. It's just like very muted and more everyday appropriate. Why I'm like muted. Okay, and then for my brow bone, I'm basically going to go into the same shade I always use for this. And I always use for my brow bone in the So Jaded palette, which is my Precious. It's like a matte white shade that literally is my go-to shade for the brow bone. And I'm so glad that she put this eyeshadow in this palette, because like I said, this is basically a one-stop eyeshadow palette for me. It has enough shades in here for me to have everything that I need. And I just popped that on the brow bone. And that's pretty much it for the eyes for now. And then we are just going to go into the lower lash line after I do my face. Okay, so I went ahead and did my base. I used the MAC Fix Plus and then the NYX Marshmallow Primer. And then I used the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Moisturizer. You guys know this has been like my absolute go-to. I love it so much, so I just wanted to use that again. And then my Wet n Wild Soft Ivory Concealer. No, Fair Beige. They came out with a lighter shade in this. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer for my concealer. And then for my under eyes, I just set it with the Becca Hydra Mist and then the Wet n Wild powder to set my face. And then I just sprayed the Flower Beauty Hydrating Spray just to add some hydration back to my skin. So now we're going to go back into the palette and I'm going to take that shade Ametrine and I'm going to smudge that on the lower lash line, just to add a bit more color and just to tie the look a little bit more together. I'm pretty sure for the amethyst look, I might have used amethyst on the lower lash line. I can't remember. I don't know if it was this one or that one, but you know, eventually some of these looks will be a bit similar, but we try to change them up as much as we can. So as long as we're using the birthstone shade, right? Let me not bring that too low. I just keep on forgetting how pigmented this shade is. It's actually more pigmented than you think. Okay. And then for my inner corners, I'm gonna take the shade Moonstone. Insert just fell on the floor. The shade Moonstone right here, and I'm going to put that on my inner corners. Because I really like that color. It's kind of like a shifty, bluish, taupey color, but it shifts like different colors. It's so freaking pretty. And I'm gonna use that on the inner corners. You guys know, like, Colourpop shimmers like really blind you on the inner corners, and they really pop. And I've always loved their eyeshadows for the inner corners. That's why I've used Let Me Explain so much that I hit pan on it, because I love that shade. It's just so poppin'. I'm telling you, the shade in the Barbie palette, the Cali Girl shade, has been like my go-to new favorite, like, inner corner highlight. It's so beautiful. I'm just gonna do that. Okay, and I think I'm going to do, I kind of want to do a colorful liner. So I think I'm going to use my purple liner from Marc Jacobs. Just give me a second. Okay, and then for the liner, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs liner in the shade Grapevine, and I'm going to put that on my waterline. If it wants to show up. I'm kind of sad about Marc Jacobs, you guys. Like, That's like one brand that I actually, oh my god, I thought I saw a bug for a second. I thought it was like on my light. I got nervous. But yeah, anyway, it's kind of making me sad because I actually really like a lot of his products. But, you know, everybody was like, why is everything on sale all the time? Like, everybody thought that he was repackaging, not just completely just going. So, it's sad. I definitely used more of his products than Becca, so. Okay, so after that is done, my eyes are really bothering me. Why? I'm going to use the CoverGirl Lash Blast Clean Mascara to coat my top lashes. I really have to go get a new lash primer. I keep on forgetting to go because the one that I have is really old, so I haven't been using it the past couple of days because it hasn't really been working for me anymore, so I gotta go get a new one. I just didn't end up going to CVS yesterday after work because I wanted to get my nails done. I got Pride nails. I love these so much. They're so cute. This was kind of a bit expensive though. It was basically the same cost as the last nails that I got done with that pink and yellow like ombre. Even though I didn't really get any compliments on those nails. I mean, no one really saw these nails yet out, but I don't know if that many people were feeling that last manicure that I got, but I really liked it, so whatever. As long as I like it, right? Who cares? And I'm just going to use the Lash Discovery mascara on the bottom as usual. And then we'll pick out a bronzer, blush, and highlight. Okay, and then for bronzer, I'm going to go into my Ilia bronzer because Kathleen loves the Ilia bronzer, and I actually really love this bronzer too, so I haven't used it in a little while, so I wanted to use it today. I am trying to rotate more bronzers, so yeah. And then for my blush, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in the shade Fetish. I haven't used this one in a while either. I've been using a lot of new blushes, so I'm kind of wanting to whip out some of my older ones and still use my newer ones as well. I did get a lot of blushes these past couple of months, so kind of taking a break from getting too many blushes right now. I'm just taking a break for like a couple more weeks from getting any new makeup because I'm still waiting for my Colourpop order, and then I want to haul everything, and then I'm still like just going to kind of take it easy with makeup for the next couple of weeks. And then like maybe sometime in the middle of July, I really want to try Odin's Eye. So that's going to be the next brand that I try. But I think I'm just going to go like start like only trying one brand a month, not buying too many things. I just want to stick to one brand a month that I haven't tried. And that's what I'm going to do from now on for a few months. And then for my, sorry, I wanted to see if it still smelled good. For my highlight, I'm going to use Colourpop's On the Cusp, which was the collab highlighter that came out with the Zodiac collection. I probably should use this for my Zodiac look, but I'm just going to use a different highlighter for that. So I want to use this one today. It's such a pretty highlighter. Probably just going to take my fingers and use that. It's really pretty with your fingers, so, but it picks up really nicely on a brush as well. I find that the only one that doesn't really pick up that well on a brush that's like a newer Super Shock highlight from Colourpop is the one from the Barbie collection. I feel like that one just works better with your fingers in general. I mean, it's still really pretty. It just takes a little bit more work. These you can just either apply with a brush or with a with your finger. Okay, that looks pretty good. Looks really nice and pigmented. And then we'll just figure out a lip. Okay, and then for lips, I'm going to go in with Urban Decay's Vice Lipstick in the shade Back Talk. It's like a really pretty, like, mauvey pink shade. I love it. It's so pretty. I just feel like a lot of my lipsticks are getting old and I kind of like never know which one to use anymore, so. This one's starting to smell a bit old too. And that's pretty much it. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I really like how this look turned out. I got this shirt from Lucky yesterday. It says good luck and good fortune, and then it just has like these florally flowers on it and like a moon and a sun. I thought it was really cute. Again, the reason why I don't wear jewelry in my videos is because like I hate like, you know, the clonking and clanking like when I'm getting ready, but I always put jewelry on before I leave the house. So yeah, I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my look. I really like how it turned out. Please check out my Instagram at CBW819 and my Poshmark as well. It's at the same handle at CBW819. Again, please go and check out Riri's video. Her link will be in the description box below. I know I forgot to say that in the beginning, but you guys know the drill, especially if you've been watching collab videos or my channel for a while. The person that I'm collaborating with is always in the description box. So yes, please go subscribe to her, watch her video, and show her some love. I love you guys. Bye.